Alrighty. Well, good morning, or I guess good afternoon now. I finally got parked downtown where I can get some Wi-Fi. Um, yeah. Holy crap! People are dumb as dishwater. Watching people park down here is just amazing. Anyway, um, yeah, somebody literally just went right up onto the sidewalk there. Yeah. Anyway. Huh. Yeah. Well. I have some news about the Buy Me a Coffee Fund. Um, I just received word from my social worker with the disability pension that due to the Buy Me a Coffee Fund, um, because of the money that I've gotten from that over the last couple of months, which amounts to $1,400 and something. I can't remember. Um, if I try to find it now, it'll be anyway. It's 1,400 and something US, which equates to roughly $2,000 Canadian. Roughly. I don't know the exact figure, but it's roughly 2,000 Canadian. But because I've gotten that since early February when I started the fund, I'm not expecting that to be the norm, though, really. I think that was just because it was the first month of the fund. But because of that, I'm not eligible for my pension at the end of March, which isn't enough to live on. You know, that's the reason I did this, is because the pension isn't enough to live on, and I'm going into the hole trying to live on the pension. I'm going deeper in debt and not paying my debts, but even going deeper into debt, trying to live on the pension. But anyway, I'm not eligible for my pension at the end of the month. And I also owe them $280 some odd dollars as an overpayment. So luckily I've got the income tax money coming. I was going to book the truck in to be repaired this week. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to wait until the money is in the bank, because I have to have $1,000 in the bank so that I know I can survive in April. And I don't know when that other money that's owed to me for income tax is coming in, because it's like 4 years worth of income tax returns is being done all at once. But I know I've got $1,000 in there now, because 900 and some dollars came in as part of that money. And so I can't touch that. It's going to cost me 900 and some dollars just to get the transmission mount and the lines put in the truck. Anyway, I'm seriously considering deleting the fund because it's causing issues. Of course, the social worker is discouraging me from doing that, but trying to discourage me from doing it. But I'm seriously considering deleting it anyway. If I get caught like this again, but in a month where I don't have a big tax refund coming, I'll be totally screwed unless I have a fund set aside. Now, what I may do is I may set that $1,000 aside, and instead of putting it into the truck, have it as an emergency fund in case that happens again. I just don't know. Anyway, I'm probably discouraging y'all from contributing to the fund with this news, and I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, you see, this is one of the reasons that I hate Canada as much as I do, is because this is what happens. If you think you're going to get ahead, you're not. I'll tell you right now, you're not. Our government is a friggin' globalist government, and they're committed to killing most of us. No, I'm not saying that my social worker specifically is looking to kill me. That's not what I mean. I don't think that's true. She's just doing her job. And her job is to look after the interest of the government, really. Her job is not to serve me and my interest. It's to serve the interest of the government. You know, she's on their payroll. It's her job to save them money and you know, so that they can send that money to Ukraine, or so that they can pay for you know, pride festivals and parades for queers and stuff like that, because that's all very important. You know, we need to do that stuff, and for indoctrinating children into the transsexual thing and the schools, and you know, all that good stuff that's really necessary. Um, you know, it's important, you know. And anyway, the big thing is, so, but like I say, she's just a cog in a wheel. This isn't her fault. And so I'm not bashing her with this post or anything. That's not what's happening here. I'm not blaming her. She has to do her job the way that she's instructed to do it. Or she won't have a job, and then she'll be in the same situation I'm in. You know? She'll have no place to live, and she'll be, you know, she'll be effed 8 ways to Sunday, basically, if she doesn't do her job the way they tell her to do it. So that this is not on her. I want to make that clear. I have no issue with the social worker. I understand that she's doing her job. Anyway, I don't want to really discourage people from giving to the fund, but at the same time, I don't know. I tried to delete the fund this morning, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I thought, well, maybe I won't delete it. But then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, if you're giving to the fund, a lot of the money you're giving is actually going to the province of Ontario. Basically, you're just paying the province of Ontario. I'm not really going to allow to keep very much of it. So it's like, you're not really giving to me, which is what I think you want to do. You're giving to the province of Ontario. Anyway, I just don't know what to say. I'm discouraged. I'm really, really discouraged anyway. I was thinking I'd keep the fund and maybe have $1,000 in reserve. And then I saw the letter that came with the messages to tell me that I have also incurred $280 or $280 something. I can't remember the figure now. I'm bad with numbers. Overpayment. And I thought, why in the fuck am I doing this? You know? And why are the people contributing? Like, what are you contributing to? You know? It's just money going into that douchebag, Doug Ford, there, the Premier of Ontario. It's money going into the coffers, you know? And I don't know what it is with that guy. He's got an obsession with alcohol. Everything is alcohol. He ran on a buck a beer policy that, you know, you're going to be able to buy a beer in Ontario for $1. And I don't think that ever happened either. So for anybody who likes beer in Ontario, you got screwed, because that didn't happen, you know. And also putting beer in convenience stores and in grocery stores and whatnot was the other thing. And alcohol of different types. He ran on that too. And he has done that now. We now do have beer in the grocery stores and things. And now with these tariffs, these American tariffs, he's going on about American alcohol. And how, you know, he doesn't want people to buy American alcohol. But now these private businesses that have are selling alcohol now, because he's put that through, some of them have a stock room full of bourbon and things like that from the United States. And they're getting screwed now because Ford is saying, oh, don't buy that. you know? Or they've already paid for it. They already own it, and now they're going to have a problem trying to sell it because the people now are boycotting American products, and Ford is egging them on to do so. Holy crap. Some of the shit that I see on this street. That garbage truck there, pickup truck, just come out, went right around in front of it there. Like, it's wild. Anyway, come out from the side street, come right around, and the garbage truck literally had to swerve to avoid clipping the back end of the pickup truck. It's unbelievable, some of the stuff you see down here. Anyway, like I say, I don't want to discourage you. I really don't, from contributing to the fund. And the fund, in a way, has improved the quality of my life. But it's also causing issues because of this pension situation. Yeah. Anyway, suffice it to say, the truck ain't getting fixed until the rest, or at least a bunch more, of the income tax money comes in. And I don't know now if I'm going to be able to pay down the entirety of the of the line of credit or not with the money that comes in, but I'm hoping I can. The federal government says I owe them nearly $300 too, but that's not anything connected with the coffee fund or my pension. They're saying that I owe them that money, something to do with goods and services tax thing. And the tax preparer I'm dealing with was unable to figure out. All right. The tax preparer I was dealing with was unable to find out what that was. They wouldn't tell her. So, they do that here too. They'll tell you owe them money. The government will. You owe us money. Why do I owe you money? None of your business. It's not your concern why you owe us money. Just pay us the money we're telling you owe us. This is another thing our government does here. You don't have a right even to know why you owe the money. But apparently I owe the federal government nearly $300 because of something related to the GST tax, which is the goods and services tax. And I'm not allowed to know why. Welcome to Canada. What a wonderful place, eh? Anyway, that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm thinking of discontinuing the coffee fund. I haven't committed to that yet. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. But basically, it's either going to have to pay an awful lot more than it pays now to make it worthwhile to keep it, or it's going to have to pay an awful lot less than it does now, than it has done in the last month or so, in order to enable me to keep it. And I just don't know. If it does what it's done in the last month, then it's just going to be a problem, and I'm going to have to delete it. That's all. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate those who have contributed. I know that your hearts are all in the right place, and I'm very appreciative. And I know you all work hard for your money, and you're all under stress too. I mean, the cost of living's through the roof. Even if you have a good job and are bringing in some pretty good money, it's costing you more to do the basic things of life. It's costing you more to have a roof over your head and food in your stomach, to feed and clothe your kids, to keep your vehicle on the road. All the stuff it's costing everybody more to do, including myself. It's costing you guys more to do that too. And so, you make a bit of a sacrifice, you do, for me whenever you contribute to the fund. And that has touched me in a big way, and I'm very appreciative of it. And whether I do away with the fund or not, I'm always going to be really touched by the fact that people who really are strangers to me in many ways, people I've never met in person, actually wanted to help me that much, So, anyway, there you have it. I don't know what else to tell you. I wish I had better news for you. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with this fund. It's an unpredictable income stream. And, you know, I don't know. I kind of resent the fact even that it's basically a lot of the money is basically just going to the government of Ontario. Really, a lot of it is. And I resent that. Maybe I shouldn't resent it. Maybe it's petty and mean of me to resent it, but I do, you know. And so, you know, that's just how I feel about it. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's how I feel about it. All right. Anyway, once again, thank you all. I'm very appreciative, you know, and I wish that life wasn't so damn complicated. That's all. All right. Bye for now.